What if the most ordinary coin in your pocket is carrying a quiet secret from 1994? Look closer. That copper-colored disc with Abraham Lincoln's profile and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse is not just spare change. It is a surviving fragment of a year when America was still producing billions of these little messengers of everyday life. Most people never give it a second glance. Collectors do. And once you understand why, you may never look at a 1994 1-cent piece the same way again. Imagine the year. 1994. The internet is still young. Mobile phones are bricks. The Cold War has ended, but the country is moving fast into a new digital age. Yet in the United States Mint, the machines keep humming the same way they have for decades, striking 1-cent coins by the billions. Philadelphia alone produced more than 6.5 billion of them with no mint mark. Denver added over 7.1 billion, marked with a D. Proof coins from San Francisco completed the picture. These numbers are almost impossible to grasp. Mountains of metal turned into tiny portraits of Lincoln, destined for cash registers, vending machines, and the bottoms of drawers. The design itself is pure American memory. On the front, Lincoln faces right in Victor David Brenner's classic portrait. "In God We Trust" curves above him. Liberty stands to the left. The date 1994 sits clearly on the right. Turn the coin over and the Lincoln Memorial rises in crisp columns. United States of America, and a pluribus unum above, 1 cent below. This reverse had already been in use since 1959, a quiet tribute to the man whose face graces the front. By 1994, the memorial design was mature, familiar, almost taken for granted. That familiarity is exactly why so many of these coins slipped into circulation unnoticed. Yet hidden details reward the patient eye. Most people never check the spacing of the letters in America. They never tilt the coin under light to study the columns of the memorial or the sharpness of Lincoln's beard. They never wonder whether a faint doubling exists on the reverse or whether the strike is unusually full. These small observations separate the casual holder from the collector. A 1994 cent that looks ordinary can still carry subtle production variations that specialists seek. Some examples show a wider gap between the A and M in America, a variety known to command real attention when authentic and well-preserved. Others display minor die imperfections that only appear under magnification. The majority, of course, are completely normal. That is the beauty and the tension of the hunt. The coin does not shout. It waits. Mint marks matter, but not in the dramatic way some expect. A 1994 with no mint mark came from Philadelphia. A D marks Denver. Proofs carry the S. None of these are scarce in absolute numbers. Survival estimates still run into the billions. The real filter is condition. A heavily worn 1994 penny is worth its face value and little more. An uncirculated example with original red luster, sharp details, and clean surfaces begins to interest serious collectors. Graded coins in the highest mint state levels, especially those certified with full red color, can reach into the hundreds or, in exceptional cases, higher. Proof examples from the San Francisco Mint, particularly deep cameo pieces, also attract buyers who want pristine specimens for sets. The market is realistic. This is not a coin that turns ordinary pocket change into sudden fortune for most people. It is a coin that rewards knowledge, patience, and careful preservation. Condition is everything. Grading services examine strike quality, surface preservation, color, and eye appeal. A coin that spent decades in circulation loses its original brightness and picks up scratches, wear on the high points of Lincoln's hair, and fading of the memorial columns. An uncirculated piece still carries the mint's original red or red-brown surfaces. Collectors pay premiums for that freshness because it is becoming harder to find. Billions were made, yet countless numbers have been spent, lost, or damaged. Each surviving high-grade example feels like a small victory against time. Why do collectors care so deeply about a coin this common? The answer is emotional as much as financial. Coin collecting is not only about rarity charts, it is about holding a physical object that passed through the hands of people in a specific year. A 1994 cent may have ridden in the pocket of a student, a worker, a parent buying groceries, or a traveler crossing the country. It is a miniature time capsule of ordinary American life. For many collectors, the attachment is personal. They remember the year. They remember finding similar coins as children. The act of searching through change or old jars becomes a quiet conversation with the past. The coin becomes more than metal. It becomes memory. Picture the atmosphere of 1994. Television still dominated living rooms. Music shifted toward new sounds. Technology promised connection that felt almost science fiction. Yet the 1-cent piece continued its humble work, moving from hand to hand without ceremony. Today, that same coin can stop you mid-stride if you notice its date and pause. The suspense is real. Is this one ordinary? Does it carry a subtle variety? Has it survived in unusually fine condition? The questions keep the search alive. Collectors understand this psychology well. They know most 1994 cents will never be valuable in monetary terms. They also know the pleasure of discovery is its own reward. Finding a clean, well-struck example or legitimate minor variety creates a spark that pure face value cannot match. The coin teaches patience. It teaches observation. It teaches that history often hides in the most overlooked places. So the next time a 1994 1-cent piece appears in your change, do not dismiss it instantly. Hold it. Turn it. Feel its weight. Look at Lincoln's profile and the memorial that stands behind him. Ask yourself what journey this particular coin has taken. Ask whether its surfaces still hold any of the original mint brightness. Ask whether the details reveal something most people never notice. That quiet moment of curiosity is the real value. The coin does not need to be a 6-figure rarity to matter. It only needs to make you stop and wonder. In a world that moves faster every year, a simple 1994 cent still has the power to slow time for a few seconds and connect you to a specific slice of American history. What forgotten story might the next 1994 penny in your pocket be waiting to tell you? Drop a comment and share if you have ever looked twice at one of these coins. And if this journey into a single year of American coinage kept you watching, subscribe so we can keep exploring the quiet legends still hiding in everyday change.